Responded to this thing earlier.
Okay.
I got these guys, we kept their badges. I talked to them upon their exit. They came all the way from Oklahoma. They carpooled here, or from Kentucky or someplace. They carpooled here. They didn't realize when they were going to fail the piss test that they were not going to get paid for the day. And they were
What? They didn't get paid?
So if you need their
That's
info, you can snap pictures. He might have them here too.
Yeah, I'll... So they drove all the way here thinking they had a job, huh? From where?
He said Kentucky.
Well, here, let me wait and make sure that he doesn't want to take the cards.
By the time they left, so if you need anything from me, Jesse should be in this office.
Okay.
You're looking for Jesse?
Yeah.
Let me know if there's anything.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you very much. You too. Hey, how you doing? Hello.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm Jesse Mandoki.
Chris.
Chris,
Nice
nice
to
to meet you. Me get our James Chafin. We got 1 hour. They're going to be at the gate. They will not let him at the gate. This man's already here, so we can have him on standby.
It's number 1 or somebody else?
This is 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. We need to locate these toolboxes, and we'll have to bring them with the forklift down to the gate.
Okay.
Once we locate them.
Tesla's been notified.
Tesla's been notified. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Morning.
Good. Excuse me.
Thank you for your time and how busy you are.
Yeah, no problem. What's going on?
So what we had happen last night, we have nighttime security guard for our company, and employee was trying to break into our Connex.
Okay.
So this is the Connex that I'm referring to. It's over in our.
Are you in that? Let's see. I'm trying to get my directions here. Sense of direction.
So
Are you in that back?
North, south, east, west. You got north, south. There's the east. This is the west.
Okay.
So we are in the southwest quadrant. This is that container ship, and he started at 7 to 9, and then continued from 10 to 11. You can kind of read that. That's from my nighttime security guy.
Sorry. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
I appreciate it.
Sorry to interrupt you. James checking on boxes.
No, I don't. I told Josh I didn't.
Yeah.
Spelling and grammar's not the best.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay. All right.
So what he's attempting to do is, this was staged in there. What you see here.
It staged in the Connex box, or?
Yes, it was on behind boxes. It was staged behind all kinds of stuff, and they were trying to get in this specific Connex where this stuff was at. So nothing was stolen.
Okay.
Right. But what I need to do is initiate a report so that once we do something or get somebody start involved at the scrap yards, we can give you identifications and stuff like that.
So we don't know who is responsible.
No, they almost had him last night. Tesla Security did, but they couldn't catch him.
Because I know, I mean, we take these things all the damn time, unfortunately.
Right.
I mean, that stuff's. I was looking up normal copper prices, and I was like, is it really worth it?
Yeah, is it
but
worth
then,
it?
But this is referred to as bright. I'm sure you probably know more about it than I do. And it's like, seriously, it's like a couple $100 a pound.
Correct.
I was like, oh, so
Yeah.
okay, maybe it. So
when you fill this one, I mean.
Yeah. So I once I was more researching the type of copper, I guess they call it bright. But
So what I wanted to do was initiate some type of report, so when we catch them, we got it. You know, I don't want to tie up all your day. I know how it is.
No, it's trust me, it's Storey County. I got lots of time. My question is, are you noticing, I mean, obviously this is pre-cut, pre-staged. Is this something that's gone ongoing? Because I've talked to other contractors out here, and they're talking, you know, they have to order double order spools because they'll come in and one spool's pretty much gone and they haven't even used it yet, so they got to double order spools. Is that
That's exactly what
okay?
we're going through.
How long has this been a long-term thing?
Long-term thing. I just finally, they got me involved to stop it. So yesterday I caught one of our employees who's no longer here. He's been kicked off the site. I'll show you a photo of him. Caught him red-handed attempting to steal an entire bag of tools.
This is Doug Oldmix,
And I set him up
planner.
on purpose.
Hey, I'm down here with Jesse Safety, and we got the sheriff here gathering up these two individuals' items.
Okay, and we weren't called on.
in the
We
loop
weren't
on
called
this?
on that.
No, I got him.
Okay.
I caught him.
Hold on one second. Is James in the loop on this whole situation?
Probably not.
Okay.
Don't get him in the loop because he doesn't need to know about what these guys are going to do. I
Okay,
don't
what
want
do
to
we
freak him
need
out.
from James?
He needs to go locate their toolboxes and get them brought down here.
You write down the two names, I'll go outside and tell them. Or, hold on one second.
Shad Hadcock and Paul.
We need to find tools. You got something to write with, James? Alright, Chad Hancock
And Paul Hadcock.
and Paul Hadcock.
They can't pass the gate, so we have to bring their box to them.
We need to, they're working on coming in here, they're not gonna be allowed on site, we need to gather up their gang boxes, their tools, or anything like that, and get it brought to them. Is that correct?
That is correct. We were supposed to have the sheriff here when they show up.
Oh. Yes, sir, thank you. Alright. He's right in the middle of a meeting with Paco and Dominic and some other people. He said he'll be able to get right to it after that meeting.
They need to get out of that meeting and give 2 francs.
They're with the client, that's not gonna, we're not gonna be able to pull them out.
Alright. So this gentleman is who we suspected of taking the wire, taking tools, taking everything. So we caught him red-handed with a bag of tools.
But not with wire. We're
Not
just,
with
but you're
wire, we
suspect.
caught him just
Okay.
with tools, and we escorted him off the site. He's one of the names that we attempted to send to the scrapyard along with the ID, but as you know, they're not going to release nothing to us.
What brought him to your attention?
What brought us to his attention is the constant missing of tools, and he's the guy that's doing the tools.
Okay.
So what happened was, as soon as they got me involved, I went over there and we started staging tools around, and these tools would go from where we put them into hidden areas, like they were going to make their way out the door. So we started watching it. Finally, when we caught him, he confessed. He said, yes, there's other people involved, there's other people that are taking wire, they're taking tools. If you go check all the pawn shops in Reno, you will find the tools and stuff. I can't prove it. I don't have invoices with serial numbers and all that.
Right. You guys don't like grind, or you don't like engrave your name or anything like that in it?
That was his job to do. So when you hand him 20, 7 or 8 were, and then the rest were not. Yes, sir.
You guys continue. I'll see you later.
All right. See you in a few.
Do you got a birthday for him by chance?
They will, yeah. Hey, Rick. Yeah. Can you pull up Kevin Williams' birthday?
And even like his vehicle, because when we go to the recycle centers, we give them not only their name, but we give them the vehicle plates because they have to record all that kind of stuff. So
Tesla would have his plates.
yeah, okay, I'll
I wouldn't
get
have
a hold of
that.
Sean.
Wait a minute, here you go.
Oh,
Because
all
I
right.
was running this. There you
I'll
go.
just take a photo of that.
Jesse, do you need anything for this?
I have to get their tools ready. They're going to be here.
All right,
Can you help?
Yes, what would you like me to do? You know who they work for?
Mechanical. They work for James.
I can get with Matt here.
Yeah, Matt's going to help us then, because Matt's going to know what the tools are. So this other gentleman is who they all turned on. And I'll print these off for you.
Yeah, then I won't
You don't have to
bother.
write it down.
Okay.
They're saying that this gentleman right here was always taking wire, constantly. And so he doesn't have, and I'll make you copies of these.
Okay, thank you.
You can actually have these. He doesn't have driver's license. This is all he has. Paul and Chad are on their way in here. They will not be allowed to enter the gate. All I need is, James is not available. We need to get their toolboxes down so that we can load them up and take them down there and retrieve our tools and let them have their tools. And someone to assist that knows which toolboxes are theirs, because I don't have a clue. It's a problem.
It's just, no, I haven't called my team, wouldn't it?
Alright.
I really don't know where they're at,
I don't
for
either.
one. For two, Shad's might be on the second floor, and Paul's might be on the first. But me
I
and
need
Doug
some
will
help.
look.
I need some help.
Me and Doug will go look.
Okay.
Do you know who their foreman is, so we can figure it out?
They were the foreman.
Oh.
So what's happening is, we had a bunch of guys walk off the job. And when it was orchestrated by this man right here, Brian Hancock, and this man right here, Joey Phillips. They orchestrated it, and they walked off. So we as QPS, we're not going to be held hostage like that. We don't accept that type of behavior. We terminated them the moment we did. This man right here called up on the phone, said, I'm going to beat the holy hell out of you guys. I'm coming after you guys, you know, just verbally. Yeah, I gave it to him. I got it. That's how I found out. Made threats against them. So
Against them or against?
our management,
okay.
or against our management team. So we had to notify Tesla. Tesla creates this, that they're not allowed on property. And Tesla, based off those threats, wanted to have you guys here when this specific gentleman shows up, because he was the one.
When you're saying walk off, you're not saying that they didn't like grab a bunch of tools and walk out. They just
walked off because they were upset.
Okay.
We're not union.
right.
but they
I just didn't know if they were
Yeah, they
involved
were-
in the tools theft or something like that, or if
They
they're
just orchestrated
Okay.
their own, but he has made personal threats to my managers, physical bodily harm to them. So that's why we're having to go through this of not allowing him on site, because his Brian Hancock, Shad Hancock, and Joey Phillips, this is the cousin, they're all related, kind of a family company. But to get us back to where we were, this gentleman is no longer with us. We would like to know if he went down to the scrap yard or not. Dalton Drew, which you have, which is right here, that's Dalton Drew, that's all we have. We're almost positive, he don't work here anymore, I termed him for attendance.
okay.
And they believe that this gentleman is the ringleader, that he's still employed here. And I have no proof. So I don't have proof. So I can't go off of accusations.
Okay.
But they believe he's the ringleader.
'Cause we, like I said, we typically will go out and hit the scrap yards, and like I said, they're supposed to get their IDs and their drivers, I mean their plate numbers and something like that when they come in.
He's the ringleader. I just had no way to prove it.
So everybody besides him are no longer.
They're no
Okay.
longer here.
Okay.
I just can't prove him.
Okay. Who the other gentleman, Paul, I think it was, or Brian, whichever one was making the threats?
Right here.
Who were they like directed toward them, or was it just a phone call, or?
No, it's on a voice recording. Yep.
Okay. Trying to think of how I can get a copy of that. Is it? I mean, what is this? I'm gonna beat your ass? Is it, or is it?
Yeah.
That is okay.
If I see you, yeah, I'll play it for you. Come on.
I just want to make sure it wasn't like I'm gonna kill you type.
No, I've been.
Can I can keep that one too, right? I just want to make sure that.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
all yours.
okay.
Keep it all. I don't want to slander his name
Right.
because I don't know, but
Well, as far as that's why I want to make sure if it's criminal type threats or if it's just
I'm not sure.
if it, you know.
He's bigger, remember? Yeah, but I just gonna give it to him. I'll introduce you to him.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you, sir?
Good, Chris.
Bowers.
Nice to meet you. So I understand you have a recording of a threaten or a threat maybe?
Yeah, to one of our own employees.
Okay. What was said specifically? Is it? I'm trying to figure out. Is it? There's a difference between I'm going to beat your ass to like something more threatening. I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to, you know, if I see you, I'm going to fucking.
On the way up here now.
All of them?
No, Brian won't come up here.
Okay.
He said it's best for him not to come.
Okay.
Paul and Shad are coming.
Right, we're getting their tools.
The print shack's full of tools. They're saying all of them, pens, papers, dry erasers, and that thing in the shop back there's his. But he's wanting to walk around throughout the whole site. I said, guys, you're not walking on site. You're not allowed out here.
I can't because I boloed them.
Legally, period. We don't need them twisting their ankle and us, you know, getting a.
Right.
So.
I can't retract that bolo.
Don't want to. That's one. And then the other one.
Shit, fucking worm. I wouldn't answer that goddamn message either. You go ahead and forward this shit to all them motherfuckers up in that goddamn office too. If they say, man, listen, y'all can all suck a fucking dick. Man, I will fucking find you one of these days, boy. Our paths will cross, you fucking piece of shit.
He's angry.
Matt's one of our project managers. As you can see his, of course, name don't mean anything, but that is his number where you can see his face beside the
So
recording.
what is it you're wanting done as far as him? You said you didn't want to slander his name. Do you want him? Do you want a report written with
Just
him and
for-
me? I mean, if I write a report, I'm going to have to talk to him. So whether I call him or whatever.
Well, this
So-
is, see, here's the thing, it's we're doing all what we have to do
Right,
for
right.
the company, not letting him on site because he's already threatened another one of the
Right.
managers. So the thing is, the report really need to be if Matt wants to do a report
And that's
for
what
his
that-
well-being.
Right, and that's
QPS outside of here, we legally, it don't have nothing to do with us.
right, and it would be. That's why I was asking who.
Yes. So
who the
it
threat
would
was.
totally have to be up
So
to Matt
if-
if he wants
okay.
to do anything about it. And I don't think he does,
No,
but
he said he doesn't.
so I mean, there's nothing we can do. That's what we suggested to him. We said we can't protect you outside the job
Right.
site. It is our responsibility to keep you safe on the job site,
Right.
and that's what we're doing by not letting these guys come back.
So
to the job.
Is he in the office? I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe you guys, but I just for him to
Yeah,
tell me
absolutely.
I don't
Right.
want anything done, then I can.
He was
So, I
the
mean-
one that just came in there that's going to get the toolbox.
Okay, well I'll wait and
Right.
I'll wait and talk to him. It's
So
not-
what Tesla requested based off of those threats is when they get to the gate, they weren't gonna allow them past, and they wanted you on standby in case it got out of hand. I
Okay.
don't think it will. I think the guys are gonna come here,
The
get their
guys
tools.
coming, I just had a civil conversation with Shad and I guess, well, I don't know if Joey might be, no, it's Shad and Paul.
Chad and Paul.
So they seem pretty civil.
Right.
Shad was pretty angry the other day. There's other messages from him, but the two I just talked to, they was fine. I said, guys, just tell me what it is. Send me a list. I'll get your tools together, but you're not walking around on the job site. Then they started getting angry again because would y'all blackball us from the site? Y'all saying there's gonna be problems? So apparently, we'll see.
Okay.
And they're liable to drive right through the gate.
Oh, they,
I mean, they don't look that hard.
yeah, I know. They don't look
I'm
that
just
hard.
saying, you fly your badge up there, like, okay, and they drive right on through, and that's
Right.
what's gonna happen. But
So-
we don't want them still in our, one, I don't wanna be in a conflict with them back and forth and what's theirs, what's ours. We don't care about having their tools, but we do wanna keep ours.
Right.
There's
It-
tablets,
As
computers.
far as what I can do, that's a civil thing, so I
Yeah,
can't.
understood.
I mean, you can call me when they come to the gate, but I can't. I mean, I can't sit at the gate and wait for somebody to show
I
up
know.
too. So
Our thing is though, what do we do with the wire side?
I'll deal with that part. Is
Easy,
hey, doing?
James. Easy, Mr. James.
Take me out.
How you doing?
Come barging in. This is Mr. James.
How you
Gabe.
doing?
Nice to meet you, sir.
That's the wrong one to knock down, James.
Yeah.
James.
So, as far as the one that you caught with the tools,
Mhm.
I'll get his full information from you, whatever you can give me from him, including phone numbers and stuff like that. The ones that you suspect, if I can get as much from them about them as I can. I don't know if you got the talking to Tesla as far as getting their plate numbers, because that's going to help me.
They're working on it.
Okay, so I can get the plate numbers. We can go to the, like I said, we go to the recyclers. We had a father-son duo a couple months ago that, you know, once we went to the recycling, we found out they got like $80,000 over the last 2.5 months of wire, just by going to the recycler. It was a one-time deal that they caught. But when we went to the recycling, oh yeah, they bring this stuff in all the time. We have been trying to work with primarily Washoe County, because that's where most of the recycling places are around here.
Right.
As far as these recycling centers know that this shit's stolen.
Right.
They're not reporting it because they're getting a profit from it. So we're trying to work with Washoe's district attorney or whatever to make something to where they're required to either notify somebody or hold payment for a couple of days, you know, something to where it's not going to be desirable for somebody to do it.
Okay.
Because I mean, you guys are getting hit, not just you, but other contractors out here are getting hit like crazy.
Okay.
So we're doing what we can to try to.
It might not be all, and it could, you know, it might not be all employees, but we got a pretty great suspicion of, you know.
Yeah, and like you said, with the waving the badge, the last few ones we've had were literally photocopies of badges, and they've made their own badges, and they've waved them and come on and cut wire and drove off the site, you know. So it's not that hard.
Right.
So if I can get as much information, and then I'll get.
That's a felony charge, $80,000.
Oh yeah, no, it's grand theft, right? It's
Yeah.
We stuck it to them all as much as we can, but there's also, and I don't want to badmouth your not your employee, but Tesla. They also are slow with
That's what we're
getting
running
us.
into.
You know, if we're asking for like, you know, hey, video surveillance, and it's like, well, you got to submit a subpoena, and I'm not going to jump through hoops to try to get the. No, they don't want the publicity,
Right.
because you know, if it's looking that bad for them, and there's other stuff that's looking bad on them as well, they don't want the
They
publicity.
got that much money.
Well, they're not losing out on the copper
we
theft.
are.
You guys are, and like I said, that's why some of you guys are having to
TNN
double.
stuff They are.
Yeah, so you know, they're doubling
That's
order.
A lot of TNN with some of the other ones, so they're losing. Period.
All right, let's give
So,
you what you need.
okay.
That way we can get you on your
All right,
way.
appreciate it. Nice meeting you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your
Yeah,
time.
no problem.
They should be calling the office here in a few minutes on the way, so.
Okay, very good. I'll tell you what, if I can get your business card.
Yeah, and I'll get you a case number.
All the information you need. That way you're not having to sit around. You can go do your day.
Yeah. Let me, get you a
Who's
case
running
number.
for sheriff this year? Still at the bottom?
Oh, he just won.
He did.
Yeah, it's
Again.
it's a 4-year term. So
Okay.
Storey did 15. Can I get a case number, please?
Who gave him a run for his money? Mayhem?
No, no. His last name was Cullen.
Cullen?
He used to be a Reno.
Oh, that's right.
Was it Reno PD? So that's gonna be the case number there. My information's on the other side.
I'll get you everything that you need. How's Franconi doing?
Good.
Is he all right?
Yeah. He's,
I know that.
his kids. Yeah. They're. I mean, the daughter's doing much better. The son's progressing, so it's not. You know, it's a lot better than it was.
Right.
So it's
Is he back to work?
Yeah,
now?
he came back maybe 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
He was gone for about a month and a half, and he came back a couple weeks ago. So,
Good for him.
all right.
Need
So,
anything from me other than that?
you know what? Let me just take a photo. So this was what we recovered hidden inside the Connex box.
Correct.
Okay.
And I'll provide good crystal clear photos for you as well.
Okay.
I'll put it all together. I used to work there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I think. Did I pull you over one day? You used to be a reserve.
I was a reserve for a while, and then I was full-time deputy.
I thought I pulled you over for. You were going to the medical. You were going to that medical place on USA Parkway. That. Maybe it wasn't you. Okay. Somebody else has said that when I pulled them over there.
Jeremy.
They said they were.
Zikos, you and I both worked at the Storey County
Okay.
Reserve.
He said, yeah, he mentioned that he was.
Yeah, he was hauling. He was transport. He called me. He goes, man, I just got pulled over by one of our own. I go, we're not with him anymore, brother. I know it's brothers in the end, but I will get you everything you need.
All right.
Tesla is
Even if you
working.
I mean, I got my email. If you want to email it
Okay.
or whatever, or I can come pick it up if it's something that you want me, to have. And
I'll put together everything. They are right now running the license plate logs for me
okay.
from that time frame, 7 to midnight.
And even these, I mean, I know with Tesla, they're supposed to give them a copy of their license plates.
Yes.
So just whatever they can get,
Yeah.
so that, like I said, when I go to these recycling, I can give them the name or the plates, and they can
Okay.
check that stuff. So,
I will. I'll get it all to you.
all right, I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for
Yeah,
coming out.
no,
Be
no
safe
problem.
out there.
Yeah, you too. If there's anything else I can do, let me know. All right, thank you. See. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Hey, Jimmy, what did you do with all that cocaine you had?
Keeps you awake. How you doing?